I normally do. Welcome to Burn Death Extraordinaire. We're playing the Magpie, and we've got a couple of guests in here as well, Dirt, Quinn, etc. They're having a group conversation. So with that, you guys go. I'm going to mute. If you got a question, ask.
Alright, so basically, Basco has seen all the artifacts that I possess. He was in the keep and he saw them all.
Quinn, you mean, yeah?
Yeah, Quinn.
Hmm.
The mirror, which was given to me by a forget what she was. She was God damn it. Asha. Okay, so basically,
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh.
Mirasha was a dark wizard who was a necromancy. There it is. Brought back to life somebody, and she gave me this. Well, she gave my brother Rainwater mirror, which is in my possession now because I have to carry the burden of the earth on me. Basically, what happened was the mirror basically turned into liquid when Rain got near it. The mirror itself is, from a distance, it looks like it's a silver frame, but if you get up close, you can actually see what it is. It's dead people all around the frame, dead fairies. And basically, so what I'm thinking the mirror is a portal to another dimension of the dark layer, where it's all death and shadows. So that's what that mirror was, because Ammo encountered the
Jeffrey, huh?
Yeah, Jeffrey encountered the mirror, a different mirror, the same mirror, but in a different place. And his information was a little vague when he told me.
Well, I did jump in and listen to it. Let me see. I've got it somewhere.
Just for the record, Just Ammo and Wafu, Just Ammo in particular, since he was the one who kind of first came to me and said, I play D&D, and when I play D&D, we should play D&D sometime, and then, others have come, you guys. He was originally kind of set up to be the Batman of the Justice League, the leader behind the, the glue that keeps everything together, the spoke.
He really isn't.
Well, because I don't think I properly informed him that he's supposed to be kind of the Iron Man or the... Who leads the Avengers? Is it Iron Man or Captain America? It's Captain America, isn't it? Iron Man he's the paycheck, isn't he? Captain America leads him. I don't watch superhero movies, which I don't know why. I love comic books. I think that's why I don't like superhero movies. Because it fits in pulp comic fiction, and on television it looks like people in spandex. It's weird to me. And Super HD doesn't look right to me, because who has perfect eyes? Dirt's like, I do. Shush.
I wasn't going to say anything.
So, I think I'll talk to Ammo about that and let him know that he's kind of supposed to be the guy. Because he's got the capability. He just needs to do it. If he wants to. But, yeah, you guys continue your conversation.
So, I think that's what got recharged, or was opened from the other side to this plane.
Right, so what I've got is you were here at the same time, weren't you? Jeffrey encountered the same mirror in a slaven ruin and a sinkhole, and he pushed against the mirror and found himself that he could go through to somewhere else. Hence, the portal theory.
Yeah.
In darkness, can only see 2 feet in front of him. 20-foot wide road, side to side, flagstone carved. Under the road, when they pulled up a piece of stone, it was just a flat powdered dust, almost like ashes. Vibration came through the road. It was a lot of things moving in their direction, like an army, which said to have, maybe reason why the keep fell, if there was an army. They were attacked by individuals wearing black scale armor and helmets, but their hands were boned and faces were nothing but skulls. What sort of armor did the Black Lion guys have when you went back in time?
Legionnaire armor made from the Black Lion.
Yeah, but what did the armor look like?
I still have a piece of it. I don't know what it looks like.
Black scale.
So Black Lion armor. The same. All the bones were coated in a green ice. The enemy could not come through. Don't know why. But they went back out. It was getting more difficult to push through, and the sinkhole was very recent that they fell down in the ruin, almost at the same time as the wave of energy. Archangelo told you that the Borderland Keep has fallen to the legions of the Black Lion and the dead. Happened in one night, same night the wave of energy crossed the land. Dead legions of the Black Lion returned to their former posts.
That's the rumors.
Did I pretty much nail it from my notes?
You take good notes.
Yeah, I do.
Even when it's shit that isn't directly affecting your character. And that's what it is I think that Ammo is kind of wrapped in his campaign, because, I throw so much at you guys. You have so much to think about, from your land to the people around you, to the encounter you do into the dungeon over here, the dungeon over there, the dungeon over here, the dungeon under your feet.
The random information blobs
yes.
you give us at like 3 in the morning.
I about sent out about 2 pages. I want you guys to know that November is typically Novel Writing Month, National Novel Writing Month. It's kind of an event amongst writers.
We should expect a lot of information randomly throughout this month?
Yeah, basically. I'm hoping to write a bunch of stuff, not only for this project, but I got another project as well.
Fair enough.
Me and my brother have decided to knock on a particularly eccentric person's door. Literally. Hello, here's a script. Have a good day. And that's what we're doing. So literally, that's the level we've come to.
I'm just going to donate you some contribution, Black. I'll be right there.
You guys are on the brink of discovering something. I'll tell you that.
There's another $5 for you.
Where'd Basco go?
Keep it up. He was never here. I just dragged him in. Oh, you are here.
You are here, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if Ammo's online. Doesn't look like he is.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and drag him in here. I'll tell you what. I'll give you info that Ammo has. I'm gonna role play Admiral Jeffrey.
Well, you all know I hate this mental Telebasco shit, right? I don't like you feeling you in the back of my brain. It's weird.
Do I have the essence of the character?
Yeah.
Almost.
Before you start that, Black,
Yeah.
can I give a little information about the mirror, who it came from?
Do you know where it came from?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. What do you got?
Aram Vor Black Lion tax collector. So basically, Marasha was the Aram Vor niece. Aram Vor's niece. Aram Vor was a Black Lion tax collector. He used that mirror to walk through another plane to go collect taxes, from what I'm getting after seeing this now.
If looks like Alex is the only one that's on the table, so he's going to have to make the roll. Make an intelligence check, Alex.
All right.
This is to see if you remember a rumor that was dropped a long time ago. All three parties were given this rumor. To the viewers out there, they're starting to connect a bunch of stuff, but different actual groups in entirely separate campaigns, kind of.
I did make it, and I made it twice. Sorry, I re-rolled it by accident, but I made it anyway.
All right, fair
both
enough.
Times.
You remember a rumor that people talk about. One of the ways you notice that Skyfell today, even when Reginald was alive, he didn't have a lot of control over shit. You know what I mean? Fesia was settled. The City of Rings, Narfell, is settled. Sweet Haven is half settled. And Ironton is more or less maintained by the nobles. They're the ones who keep the order. The Hand of the King, unfortunately, didn't reach that far because Skyfell is a messed up place, very difficult. The Lion, however, kept authority. And it was said that he could move his armies anywhere in the kingdom in a time measured by a day or two. And that's what gave him great power and held the enemies, Baldrus, the Etten, at bay. He was able to relocate his armies quickly. What would normally take weeks of marching, you guys have walked around in the kingdom long enough to know how long it takes to get from A to B. It was said that he would move his legions. Within the week, he could relocate tens of thousands to any place, or nearly any place. Nobody knows how he did that.
I think I know now. Oh my god.
But why now? Why not sooner?
Ben Frost
Hmm.
could tell you
Yep.
that, yeah, the king was able to move his armies.
Yeah, but why is the mirror only reacting now and not sooner?
You guys are this close to figuring that out.
Once the orb came back from back in the time, it unleashed all the energy that it was possessing at the time, which created the broken the spells currently in this time.
Or the soul gem has something to do with those items specifically.
Oh my god, this is.
I'm confused now.
Dirt's almost got it put together in his brain. It's coming together right now. Give him about 30 seconds, and I bet he'll have a supposition for us.
Okay,
You know,
so
I was there too, and I have no idea why I'm not on the same page as Dirt.
Because Dirt is dirt, man. I'm just going to leave it at that.
So basically, from what I'm gathering right now, the orb held together that tower, right, Basco? Since we grabbed it, it started to deteriorate the tower because it became unstable. From what I know, all that energy, because we watched Whittle get turned to dust, and basically, God, to defeat the Black Lion, we might need that orb to. Honestly, I think we need to destroy it or bring it somewhere and use it. Because I'm pretty sure in the mirror what Ammo faced, or Joffrey?
Basco, do you remember the dream you had, the vision?
I remember the old guys.
Yeah. Try and remember that with a little bit more clarity and see if you can interject that Like I said, you guys are like you're one step away from making a huge discovery, and you're gonna be like, oh noes!
When the black line returns, or something.
Old withered hands.
No, you guys aren't in any danger of the lion returning. I'll let you know that. He's dead.
Right.
Okay, you guys. So I'll tell you my visions. You ready? I had
Yep.
2 visions. One vision was withered hands, bent figures shuffling through dark hallways, and energy attracts their attention to my direction. They have tentacle faces.
What energy did you guys see recently?
The energy from us coming back.
The energy wave.
So you've attracted the attention of what's behind the mirror. With that energy.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
something else?
Something
mean,
with
or something
tentacle
else?
faces. Oh, and then here's vision 2. There's a room with a tall crate with a green light coming between the cracks.
That was the night the keep fell.
So if there's a tall crate in somebody's room, there's something glowing on the inside now.
Oh, that's the mirror. It's the mirror because the mirror's inside of a crate that's inside the keep inside my room. So the army is coming out of the mirror.
And where's the mirror?
In your talks with Ben Frost, he kind of hints that the legions of the lion, most of them are unaccounted for. They disappeared along with the lion. Alex, you don't know who he is. Ben Frost is the scholar of the lion. As in, he didn't work for the lion. He studies the lion. And he's been helping Gratis, I might add, Dirt, understand the curse that he's under.
Okay.
Gratis being he's not charging anything for it other than, tell me of your time in the tower. And just so you know, Dirt, I will expect a good story. I'm going to sit back and let you tell of your time in the tower, so you may want to bring Vasco with you, and both of you guys talk to Frost. And do keep in mind, Ben Frost has no talent, as in he's not a fighter, a wizard, anything. At best, he's an alchemist scholar.
He's a
Black.
magpie.
Yeah, and if you want a fetch quest, he's the guy to go to.
You
Alright.
mentioned you were going to feed us Ammo's information, which you haven't done.
Yes. Ammo doesn't have a lot of information.
You said he had a critical clue.
He does.
Okay. I'm ready.
Trying to remember which one it is. Give me a sec. I don't want to say too much, but give me a sec. You guys keep talking. Let me think this over for a minute. I'm an AFK, so don't ask me nothing because I ain't here. But keep putting your clues together. You're so close, and if you guys unlock this, it's worth a lot of XP. I give more for problem-solving roleplay than I do for killing monsters. Why? Because I throw a lot of monsters at you guys. Tough ones. Ones that theoretically are supposed to be more than you can take. But you guys do fine. The lake dragon is just... I'm not a video game. I don't scale for level.
Yeah,
If I roll demon, you're dealing with a demon.
I noticed.
Me too. Because I have to deal with it too. I think about it on my end, dude. I don't want to
Yeah.
murder you with a dragon. You know what I mean? My goal isn't to kill anybody. My goal is we all have fun.
Did murder me, but it was funny.
Yeah, and
like when Twiddle died, she just goes,
and I feel bad about that because, you know, every time you guys went into like a room or something, Twiddle would just kind of, you know, zip up into the air and hang out there a little bit away from you because remember his figurine kind of caused problems.
Yeah.
And so I would usually just, you know, have him twiddle away. And I rolled a dice because remember how it was divided into sectors?
Yeah.
You roll a d8. I rolled it. There is a save, but remember he failed it. And yes, poor Twiddle, dude. I love Twiddle. He was cool.
Man, that could have been us.
It could have been you. Yes, if it had hit that sector, all three, you guys. Who knows? Officially Blanny Ride would have the highest quote-unquote mathematical chance of surviving because he's highest level, but Blanny Ride needs Twiddle. The two of them made a very effective team. Alone, he's not doing so hot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else do you know about the mirror?
That-
Ever been through it?
No. Hell no.
No. What happens when you touch it?
I can tell you that, Jeffrey.
Oi, when you touch it, it's got resistance. Like, you gotta push. Or at least when we used it, it did. You had to push your way in. And it seemed like it was getting harder each time. Like we were afraid we were going to get locked in or locked out. I gotta tell you, but we couldn't resist the temptation. You know how it is, Magpie. You just gotta go see what's over there. And it was dark, and it wasn't stone on the ground, boys. It was like random. The facets were random, as in they weren't carved uniform. It was just like fit into place. It was some kind of shiny black metal. And when I brought the plate back with me, I brought it through the mirror. It evaporated.
Oh.
It became like a dark mist, but it didn't persist. It went away. It's gone now. It didn't last but 10 minutes after we brought it back. And then the things, I'm telling you, they were smart. They was using tactics. They quietly encircled us because they could see and we couldn't. It's very dark over there. But Magpie, you know my statue? My statuette, the bright one? Yeah, it's no good. I could only see it about half of my arm. I had to go down on all fours to look at the plates. And yes, it's a road, boys. It's about 20 feet wide. Surrounded by some kind of dust. I had Wafu look at the dust. He says it's bone dust. Wafu's right now over in the corner chanting. He cast some kind of weird magic on the mirror.
Game speak, he cast Identify on the mirror. He'll get back to you when he gets some info.
But we found this thing down in some kind of old elven grave. There's a bunch of sealed doors, and we ain't fucking with them. You go close, and the statues start to animate. We think there might be some kind of golem. But we're safe for the moment. And boys, so you know, we're somewhere down south of Easia. And the cult of the old man has taken over some rural towns. Has some kind of lumber yard going and mines and a big temple that they're building. I know something about the fires of the Slavian, the fungal fires. I know where they're coming from, boys. That's what we're trying to deal with. Now, get out of my brain. Get out of my brain, Basco. It gives me a headache.
Your brain gives me a headache.
So there, did I capture Admiral Jeffrey good enough?
Pretty well, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna do Magpie next. Ready?
Oh, go on then.
How much money you guys got? I ain't talking. I'll talk if you run 2 pounds of tea to the north.
Yeah. Go give it to Frost Giants.
Got any gems? Yeah, I watch you guys' characters pretty close.
Yeah.
You know, Quinn, you know who you remind me of? Spider-Man, first movie. Peter Parker inherits all these superpower, and he doesn't even know he got them. And it takes him a while to learn how to use them. As in, he, screws up quite a few times. If I remember correctly, he trashed his room when he discovered his webs, and that kind of stuff. Your limitations.
So is the Corinthian gonna give me a new suit that gives me superpowers?
Power armor. Give you some Iron Man. Dirt reminds me of Kwao Chang Kang. Eliandera. Oh, Alex, you know who. Eliandera, Dirt, and Alex, you both know who that is. It's my friend. Henriette?
Oh, Allie.
No,
Mhm.
she hasn't been around forever. She talks to Focus now occasionally, but yeah, she's been very busy.
I'm lost. Lost.
Yeah, I would have to say I haven't talked to Allie since we were doing regular Spets training. Long time ago.
Around a year ago?
Getting there. Haven't talked to Inks in a long time either. Occasionally.
Yeah, she hops
But
in
no,
occasionally.
Ellie and Daria joined us for Eco Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, that's the information that Admiral Jeffrey has for you.
I- so what I think
So, did that crystal
Admiral Jeffrey.
explode?
No, I think so. But I think Admiral Jeffrey witnessed the Black Lion Army. The mirrors are the gateway that help him move so quick.
Got it. I mean, you're on the tangent.
And the fact that the power surged from us.
Ellie and Daria says, "Hello, Dirt."
Hello. Basically, from what I'm understanding, because I possess the mirror and the energy blasted away from us, they came through the mirror that it was last touched by, which was me. That's why they came out and attacked the key.
That doesn't make sense. The last mirror that was touched.
No. Okay, so we're the ones who caused the energy. We have control of the gem, which is not in possession of the Black Lion. So they came after. They're coming after us
Yeah, but where's the gem then?
in our possession.
In Quinn's
We
hand,
got
I
it.
think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he looks down at it.
He's just like playing with it, kicking it around.
Yeah, no, we're not kicking it around. We saw what that did to Twiddle. Man, we ain't fucking with that shit. I just ruined your stream. I'm sorry.
I'm rated mature.
There you go.
You know, there's
Um,
you guys know what words are just considered not kosher these days.
Yeah.
And there's no use really for 90% of them anyway, so we're good. So, you guys keep talking there. Putting some stuff together here.
So, oh my gosh, once the arc was released, it gained them access to cross over the barrier. I'm pretty sure for a short period of time, maybe, depending on what we're gonna find on the road back to the keep. I think that's what happened. It triggered the forces of the Black Lion to come out to search for that gem.
the energy attracted the armies, but what opened the mirror for them to get through is what I'm puzzling with.
It could have been the
I'll answer that one.
Go on then.
Uncontrolled pulses of power, of sympathetic power.
Right.
Very similar to holding a light bulb under high tension power lines. A bleed through of energy caused it to light up for just a little bit. And that's what Jeffrey kind of backs up. He's like, I'm telling you, it got a lot harder to get back and forth. We went in and out like 3 times, and each time it got a lot harder. And I think that's why they couldn't get through. We saw hands on the other side of the glass. Skeletal hands covered in a glowing green ice. But they couldn't push through like we could. I think whatever it was lost power because we can't get through it anymore. It's not doing anything. It's just I used it to shave this morning.
No way, no way, no way.
What do you mean, no way?
It actually, yeah, way, which is great mirror. Works great. Clear image. It's the best mirror I've ever seen.
I think we just sort of cracked it then. They're attracted to the power of the gem, and the uncontrolled energy sort of bled through effect of them getting through.
Or it could have been triggered by the altar gaining energy, which created a energy burst because it's
Now,
in the same room together. I could be totally wrong, look like an idiot, but hey, I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, you guys don't have all the clues yet, but you've got quite a few of them. Only one or two to put it back in place, and one of them is so obscure it'll be probably somewhat difficult to find.
what else are we missing, though? That sounds like it's the full story.
There's a piece of evidence in one of the first things Jeffrey ever found in this game.
First things he ever found where?
When he started this game, what happened? He went across the ocean, he went to the island. He explored an old boat, he found some stuff. It's secreted in there.
Are you talking about his belt buckle sword?
No, he broke that. Completely broke it.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm like, what?
It's all broken. It's the only magic I wanted in the spear that he got.
Are you on about the statue of Brenner?
Hmm?
The statue of Brenner?
I know he's got that. What about it?
I'm saying, is that what you're referring to as one of the first things he found?
Uh-uh.
No.
Uh-uh.
Now
He's
this
not
is
gonna-
where ammo needs to come into play.
Yeah, it's just like ammo. Not ammo. Answer this for us. You know. Otherwise, we're not going to get it because I don't know what other stuff he's got. You know, I actually don't. I've seen him use the statue of Brenner. I've seen him use his belt buckle sword, but I've not seen him use anything else. Have I witnessed him using it?
Yeah, no, all that stuff he got before he came in the game, and that was his pre-gen stuff.
Before me.
Yeah, it was something that he got in the game, and it was very early on. And it's
Was
something
I
that has
actually
kind
in
of
it?
sat by the side for a long time. But
Was I playing when you got it?
I think that was before you. Like,
Oh well,
not-
then we're not going to get it, are we?
yeah, I think that was like one episode before you started.
Oh lord.
We're
Yeah.
not going to
We're
get
not
it
gonna
without
get that
him.
information.
You'll
You can
remember
take notes.
remember the table that we used to play on. In one of the corners, there was like a blue-looking piece of text. That's where the secret lies.
I've got absolutely no idea now.
So right about now, Ammo's going to come home to like 800 messages. You have the secret. Tell us the secret. He's going to be like, what? So you've definitely pieced together something. You guys definitely have pretty good idea how the lion was able to move his armies. At least partially. And here's another question. So, Dirt,
Mhm.
you got yourself a mirror.
Mhm.
Admiral Jeffrey and Wafu just found a mirror. How many are there? I'll be right
You
back.
said, right.
I hate when he does that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what on earth he's. Ugh. The blue piece of text in the corner of the table. I don't even remember. That's so obscure and awkward. I literally just started playing.
Sorry, we're eating up your game time.
I don't know, it's fine. But I'm really confused. You know?
On what?
What on earth the blue smudge thing in the corner of the table was. That's really bugging me now.
You know,
I mean,
I did have to AFK to deal with something, but it occurred to me as I was halfway down the hallway that
what?
Magpie's kind of a nefarious guy, and you saw this thing once before. So I'm going to bring it in, and I'll let you guys deal with it. Give me 1 sec to import it. Let's put those there.
So just like a bunch of dice. I was like, what?
Yeah, there it is. There's the answer. Figured out. What?
A set of dice? Or...
Okay, I just had to remember what I was doing here. Okay, how do I play this game? Objects.
Do I need to be able to see the table to see what you're putting out?
Yeah, I'm streaming, so just pop onto the thingy.
Yeah,
Oh,
have a
well,
look.
maybe I should do that.
Have a look at the stream, yeah. I'm not even promoted, so I can't even do anything with it, so it's fine.
Really? You should let me know that. Let's see now, I gotta go. Desktop.
Blue looking thing.
Work. Dungeons.
Am I just gonna go, oh my god, as soon as you bring it out?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Can I import this out of the game? No? Oh, shit. Well, nothing else you guys see how much crap I've got here. World books. Gotta find this, it's been a while. Give me a moment. I think this is it. Hope it's it. We'll find out. What did it do with it? Did I just import a board or not? And where did it go?
Did you click and drag it? If it would be in the middle of the table if you did.
I did click and drag it, and it didn't show up. I must have messed up. I must have hit the wrong one.
Is it in your hidden?
Okay, hopefully I can find it a little quicker this time. Desktop. Work. Dungeons. File. The note. Select. Cloud. Import. It's failing. I don't know why.
Maybe because you have so many other boards out?
Could be. What am I doing wrong here? Let's try it one more time. There it is. Ta-da! Blow up everything. Now I have to go look for it one more time. La 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 la. Work. Dungeons. File. Upload file. From the cloud. Did it work? There it is. Good luck reading it. Now I can go AK and deal with this real quick with a good conscience, because it'll take you guys a minute to try and pick through that. Now the reason it's so blurry and out of shape is because he found it under decks in a flooded boat in a sealed scroll case, but it'd still take quite a bit of fading and water damage, so there it is. I'll be right back.
Do you make out anything, Alex?
Oh my god. When the gale something ended, we found ourselves something. That's so hard to read. Hang on. Right, I've stuck it in TeamSpeak in the room. It's called Note. If you want to download it. It's like super hard to read.
I hopped in game to read it.
It's I can't even.
No, don't scale it up. Don't scale it up.
I've got no idea how to read that. Ugh.
Yeah, no, the one in the thing is absolutely. Said you can't make anything out in it. So when the gale finally ended, we
Found ourselves appropriately something.
approximately
Days.
7 days
7 days.
something sailing.
Something. Yeah, distance. I've no idea what that says. South of
Oh, approximately 7 days normal sailing distance from south of
spare something to the something.
Dameth. We replenished our supplies, patched up the ship, and headed out. Headed out. Don't know what that word is. Goods at native
Patched
village.
up the ship and headed out. Something goods. Yeah.
At
Patched up the ship and loaded the something goods. I don't know.
patch up the ship and headed out. No, it's not. It's loaded. Loaded our something goods at native villages along the shores of several islands. Same villages were friendly, but others were hostile, and the native attacked on site. I suspect those hostile villages are filled with cannibals. We searched the coastlines of several islands, sailing north by west until we reached a small.
Sorry about the extended AFK. Good news is I got everything taken care of. All right. 50 years ago, give or take, before Grand Admiral Jeffrey, before former Grand Admiral Strocht, there was another Grand Admiral, the name of which I can't quite remember, but you'll see his initials at the bottom of that letter. The Lion had the same idea that Reginald did. Send out a big fleet to explore the perpetual mists of Narfell to try and get an aquatic or naval advantage on the Etna to the west. And in so doing, lost a very large fleet. Well, one of those ships was found, and that's where this letter comes from. It was crashed on a reef on Tangaroa.
Well, we assumed that when you went out, the natives were aggressive. That at least I did. But you said they were cannibalistic, which was a bit odd.
No. There's the Tangaroan tribe that you guys interacted with was actually very friendly and nice. The savage cannibals on the southern islands that surround the main island are dangerous, yes.
That's what it says right here in the notes.
Yep. And on their first day at the island, they got attacked by them. And Wafu nuked the shit out of them, and a dinosaur ate everybody.
Okay.
Welcome to Tangaroa. Welcome to your first day in the campaign.
I've forgotten where we are now. How far did we get there?
Hold on, I'll change colors so you can see. So we got up to right here.
We something.
We searched the essentials of several islands, sailing
Yeah.
coast by coast till we reached a small
Really?
little cutoff. I don't know what that word is. From the main island by a massive stone wall. We were well received by the native of Honorawa, the small
Tangaroa.
village
Yeah.
that
Guards.
wall.
Is it?
Yeah,
Guards the wall.
the
Yeah.
wall, or
The
guards this
villagers.
wall. The villagers have.
Go back a little bit to the first paragraph. That's the hint I'll give you.
The gate finally ended. Gate or gale.
When the gale finally ended, we found ourselves
Gale. It might have,
appropriately.
go ahead. Oh, ended. We found ourselves approximately 7 days, normal sailing distance, south of the.
I've got no idea what that is.
I think this is the clue right here.
Speed run. I got no idea. Seven days sailing just through a speed run.
No, that's spread. I don't know what else. It's spread something.
That's the clue. That word.
Oh,
Hmm.
million distance south of the spectrum.
I'll give it to you because Jeffrey and
Yeah.
Wafu did piece it together. They believe that the word is specularium, in which case,
Hmm.
you, Magpie, you've never
Right.
heard of that. And you had naval interests up until the wave from the Leviathan. So you've never heard of that. And certainly not used as a landmark. He mentions it very casually in his log. We're 7 days south of this thing. You've never heard of it. Jeffrey's never heard of it.
Applied, replenish our supplies, patched up the ship, loaded. Something good.
Are we still looking at the first paragraph here, Black?
You guys
The
pretty much rounded down there to that word when you said I think that's the clue. So I gave the word to you.
Yeah.
So basically, Tonaroa is 7 days.
But I know where Tornado is. I've been. It was like, But what's that got to do with this note? I think we need to keep reading, but there's another 3 bloody paragraphs of unreadable text to go through.
See if you can find another instance of that word, perhaps.
Roll against your reading skill.
Right here. Yeah. yeah.
That's
One
last ditch
stack.
effort. Yeah, if
One
absolutely
stack
all
in
runs
the
out, we
spec-
go to rolls.
Right here.
One's back in the specarium. I should be able to something.
Okay, so if we read from the
A new
beginning,
crew and
we read
a
from the beginning of this paragraph, Alex. I would have liked to explore island.
explore island. Explore what?
Explore island to verify
The something
about
about
the
the
mysterious city. Oh, the rumors about the mysterious city.
but the something died
Who's the guy who guides the ship?
in the
Storm. By the cannibals. 5 of
only 5 of the something left.
5 of us are left.
Okay. something. The
I am the only professional adventurer.
uh-huh.
Others are only sailors. We can
We
sail the small ship well enough, but we land on hostile territory. Could be helpless once back in spectrum. Be able to
once back in the spectrum, I should be able to recruit a new crew, and a party of professional adventurers. Then I will something claim The
Then I will return to claim the Grand Black.
Black Pearl. Pirates of the Caribbean now.
One thing I managed to do for
Black Pearl.
Well, notice the mention again of the Specularium. And once back in Specularium, I should be able to recruit a crew. Sounds like a city. Or something big enough to have. And you've never heard of this place, Magpie, and you know the oceans pretty well. You've loved and resented them your whole life. You'll be one of the few people, along with Admiral. You and Admiral Jeffrey are the only ones that will be getting a coastal map once it's drawn up. Never heard of this place.
Strange. What's that got to do with it?
I don't know.
What's the Specularium about?
I don't know.
But what does this note have to do with the stuff that we're thinking about?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, you do, but
Wait, hold on. This was the Black Lion's fleet, right?
yeah.
Aye.
Yeah,
this was 40 years before Black Lion became Pike.
Specularium is the main city that no one really knows about. That all the Black Lion stuff is there.
No, that was the tower, surely.
No, it wasn't. Can't set.
Yeah,
sail
he
to
had like
spec-
no stuff in the
Yeah,
tower.
what did you guys determine the tower was?
Just like a beacon of energy.
Wasn't it the center?
Remember, it was once referred to as a forge.
Oh, the Magic Forge.
There's an elemental forge.
Oh, that's where he was binding.
Yeah, you dirt. As you think and ponder on that, you're like, okay, so they had a gigantic thing of air, elemental air, brought here from that plane. You guys weren't just breathing terrestrial air, it was elemental. Earth. If you had stayed there a little bit longer on the Earth level, because remember you guys got jumped by the psionic monkeys and you just ran for your lives and then you avoided everything else, made your way to the staircase and ran.
Mm-hmm.
Had you stayed there longer, you would have found that like your men meld into Earth and stuff has double the duration, and all your Earth-based spells double power. Because this is Earth, brah. Like the shit. Straight from the source. Same with fire. That's why that lake was liquid and fire all at once, because it was an elemental presence.
Right.
Those fires will never go out.
Well, they're out now.
That liquid will never be consumed. And same with all the other levels. You determined that when you were in the water level, you were like, wait a minute, this is all elemental material. If he was siphoning that magically and using it as like a forge, he could make extremely powerful things. And who knows how quickly or how often.
Question.
If Ben Frost was here, he would say it was known that the king had many forges. Ben Frost, by the way, is a recent acquaintance of Dirt's.
Would he know anything about the Specularium thing?
Maybe.
So you're
How
saying
recent an acquaintance?
Saturday. The day.
Dag nabbit!
We didn't actually play, but Dirt was like, this fucking sucks. So I was like, all right, let's just do something with Dirt for a little bit. And I think you got a pretty good insight on what's going on, and they'll be back. So when you play again, Dirt and Quinn, You'll get to meet him too, so don't be sad.
I mean, I'm available tomorrow if ammo doesn't show up.
I'll be available tomorrow. Mm.
And see these open schedules, it's like
I've been available all week.
maybe tomorrow we could throw together a dwarf thing. What are you doing, Quinn? Busy?
I have, you know, I don't have any current plans.
Okay.
I have like expectation of plans, but no one has actually contacted me. So
Okay. So if your phone were to ring, what would those plans be, and what part of the day would be occupied? Evening, afternoon.
The evening would probably be occupied.
Brunch. Okay.
Your
11sies, second breakfast. Evening is when
But
Wafu and Jeffrey typically play.
I could probably make an afternoon thing.
If I did
Pretty
afternoon,
easy.
it'd have to be later afternoon.
I'm not done until 3:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd have to be at least after 3, 4-ish at least.
Which would be fine for me.
Yeah, that's fine for me as well because I'll be home. Because you're 3 hours. No, you're 2 hours behind. Black.
Uh-huh.
How are the dwarves coming? I was actually kind of curious about that because last time we had talked, it was kind of up in the air.
Back in the city.
We haven't moved.
Yeah, same place. Back in the city figuring out what the hell you guys are going to do. So we'll probably pick up with you guys meeting either in Dirt's compound or Alex's compound. Because right now, Quinn, your character has to kind of lay low because you don't feel entirely safe walking the streets. Know what I mean? There's a few people out there that hate you.
Can I come stay in your compound?
You're
You're always
asking.
welcome, brother.
Don't trust you.
But let's not discuss that. Currently,
Right.
here's where you guys are. Well,
We're going into all sorts of other things today, Black.
yeah, that's fine because you guys have been given all the clues, and once I made the announcement, the clues have been given. You guys seem to show interest in kind of trying to piece them together, and everybody was here, so please, by all means.
Does anybody know who the tentacle-faced old shambling beings would be?
Descendants of David Jones. I don't know.
Would Ammo know? Just it seems like tentacled faces would be like a maritime society.
He wouldn't know it. He wouldn't know it.
Well, would the drowned
Wafu
bride
wouldn't
know
really
it?
know it. What?
Would the drowned bride know it?
Going to one of your gods requires spells.
Well, can I just pray?
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, Jeffrey wouldn't be able to help you with this. Wafu neither.
What about the temple of the drowned bride?
Possibly. Remember that
Okay.
temple that you saw in your dreams?
Yeah.
You know that exists somewhere, and you're kind of obsessed with finding that priestess that you met, the one who talked to you.
Oh, her.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know this place exists in the back of your mind, and you've been, I gotta find it. You feel
That
close.
one.
You feel close right now on the lake.
Really? Linked with the Leviathan. That's a little bit odd.
No. Nothing to do with Leviathan. Leviathan's
that's-
another mystery. Skyfell has, just so you guys know, Skyfell has basically like 6 great mysteries, one of which you're kind of poking at right now. The others you really don't have much of a clue about. The second one you definitely know, since all 1,600 feet of it are standing in the middle of Theseus City.
Yeah. But you mentioned the temple existing
Dirt.
in a vision about the Leviathan. You said there were hundreds of people bowing and worshipping towards
Yeah, that's
Something
totally
to do
different
with
mystery. Yeah, totally different
different
mystery.
vision.
Yeah, with a
Okay.
whole new set of clues.
So it wasn't that vision, it was different vision.
Yeah, different vision.
Are you on about the temple that I saw in the middle of the swamp?
Yeah, congratulations, Alex. The moment you
What?
guys did that silly thing in the pyramid and went, okay, I wish for... The thing answered you in ways that you didn't really want. You and the Leviathan are kind of connected. And certain forces out there, positive and negative, are figuring it out. That you know something. Because when they go, 7th level spell legend lore, tell me of the Leviathan. They keep seeing images of like magpies flying through the fields. What does this magpie mean? You know, and that kind of stuff. Yeah. But
Yeah.
you know something.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. As you're sitting at your bunk late, you reach into your bag, because, you know, it's been a while, and you pull out that cube.
Yeah.
And notice that 4 of the faces are solved.
Yeah.
You immediately notice that 4 of the faces are solved. It was scrambled last time you saw it. And that makes you...
You're welcome.
To which solution? Because there were several.
The one that leads to the Iron Cube land.
You mean with the women? Or the old men?
The old men.
The old men, right.
The place you've been before.
Meaning it's easier to get there.
Or the cube is solving it itself because it wants you there. Or something you attracted on the other side is manipulating it because it knows more than you do, because it's an essence from there. Your cube is solving itself, bro. You just realize that. As you look at it, you're like, what's going to happen to you if it solves itself and you're not looking? Are you ready to go back there?
No.
Yeah, so now you're looking at the cube with a whole new horrified face. And back to, specularium. What is that? In the back of your brain, Quinn's still running Telebasco.
Great.
Jeffrey at this point really has no input. He kind of came to the same conclusions. They found that word. They asked about it. They know nothing. As for asking Ben Frost, I'm sorry, that's going to have to wait till the next exciting episode of Dirt and Quinn. If you want answers, you'll have to check out that episode.
Alright.
Yeah, because that's on their timeline.
Now I've got to go to the Temple of Downbride and ask about these tentacle people.
Yes, and find that temple. Because it's...
Well, there's no
secret.
point... I can't really get off the boat now. It's sort of in pieces.
Well, you could get off the boat, but there's a lot of water.
Well, yeah, and I'd be frozen in about 3 seconds.
30 minutes or so, you probably survive.
Yeah.
A little further, because you're heroic, but yeah.
Alright, yeah, okay. Great odds now. That's great.
So, there you guys have it. That's pretty much what the story is.
Uh-huh.
And
No
you're
dirt.
going to say something to Be Black?
Yep,
No.
I was going to say, nope. You see it here on the table. That's as good as it gets. Why? Because the note that was found was water corrupted. The only reason it's even semi-legible is because it was in a wax-sealed scroll case in a sunken boat.
No, it'd just be cool to translate on my free time, you know?
Mm-hmm. One could also drop it into enhancers and get the text to come out a lot more clear.
Like I know how to do that.
Yeah,
But-
as if.
Yeah, no.
Is it a picture from something online, or?
Either way, that's where it is. So, and that's the condition it kind of comes in.
Hey, it's okay.
And you guys have gotten the hint that you need. That's the important part. You've gotten the hint that you need. Kinda. Quinn.
Yes.
Every time that word comes up, specularum, during this conversation, you cannot help but think of those tentacled things in that grand hall with like the big open shaft and the vague imagery that you got from that. You'd swear there's some kind of connection. And that's the last DM hint you guys are going to get from the gods upon high. It's Papa Bill and Mama Juanita looking out for you. Once again, Mama Juanita kind of represents the spring, the new harvest, the planting. And Bill is more of kind of the end season, the reaping, and the dual aspects of kind of the farmer life. The gods of Skyfell are listed on the webpage. There's a little tab that says Gods of Skyfell. Should be right next to the Knight of the Great.
You just removed me from the game?
No, I thought you signed out for some strange reason.
No, game crashed. Maybe I'm finding out information. Maybe I'm finding out information I'm not supposed to.
The gods of Skyfell have removed you from the game.
I'd like to try and fix this boat then. Black. I'll do what I can.
War Daddy's going to join. He's been asked to keep commentary to a minimum for the moment while you guys finish talking about this little situation.
User was
Your
moved to your channel.
situation.
Welcome, War Daddy. Introduce yourself and then shh. They're putting together stuff that, I don't know, it's been about a year that hints have been being dropped amongst the 3 campaigns. So, hit it.
Hi.
What up? Talk a little bit more, War Daddy. I want to see if your microphone's doing any better. It's doing hella better. It used to be so staticky and shitty.
I moved my Wi-Fi card away from my thingy, so that I figured out that's why I was doing it.
Awesome. Okay, so returning to this little mystery here. What do you guys got put together?
I'm thinking that the arc blast triggered the other forge, which is Spectalarium, which ran by the Tentacle Face, also controlled by the Black Lion, which that enabled the mirrors to physically react because it boosted the forge. Came out looking for the people who created it.
Honestly, I think the tentacle face people are going to be some sort of experiment. Because Black Lion was experimenting, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's fair too.
So...
I have a feeling that, you know how they talked about the fact that it was hard for them, like they couldn't get through the mirror, like we could go through that direction, but they couldn't come ours. Do you think it's possible that by destroying the tower and removing the soul gem, we've suddenly like removed that barrier of entry for them?
No. I think you recharged their power enough to get through. Because Black's dead, that, you know, it was pretty much, they were out of power, they couldn't push through.
Unless they got recharged by the tower as well.
Yeah.
Because that burst of power could there could be a forge that runs those mirrors.
Well, and you're saying the mirror was getting harder to push through, it could be because it was running out of power.
But here's the thing: the mirror that I got from Marasha, when rainwater went up to it, it was like liquid. It was like there was no issue passing through it.
So it was fully charged then. Is that what you're saying?
No, like what I'm saying is like, because when I look at it, it's nothing. It's just a mirror. When Rain looked at it, it was like water.
You're saying there's a primal water connection to it.
Like
Sort
it,
of.
like it basically like you know how you look at water, it's all wavy and whatnot. But you can go through it, right? That's what it looked like to him. But it was
Hmm.
still silver. Wasn't water, but like
Pff,
could be something of Rain, like what he experienced in his life. I can't. Player sheet.
but why would the armies come through? What are they going for? Why would they
Well,
want to
in
go
the
through?
vision, everyone
Why
looked
were
at
they
us.
marching? What's caused them to march? Yeah?
They could be. Oh,
There could be
they could be going back to the spectrum.
Specularium thingy?
Yeah, I can't pronounce
Yeah.
that word.
But why would they take over the borderline keeping Mazuma Post if they were going back there?
We don't know they resumed the post.
Well, Archangelo told you.
All he said was that the town was in ruin.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Borderland Keepers formed the Legions of the Black Lion and the Dead. It happened only one night, the same night the wave of energy crossed the land. And he told you that dead legions of Black Lions have returned to their former posts.
Martin would be so proud of you because Martin's a lawyer, right? So
Yeah.
he'd be like, "Magpie's learned well.
Yeah.
I submit to the court that what the line actually said was." All right. On that, I'm gonna let you guys keep talking.
So they're not going anywhere.
All right.
They marched to take. What caused them to march?
You hear like a really kind of, a voice that hasn't spoken up since this Telebasco conference began. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're
God.
lost. Maybe they're lost and they want to go home.
That can't be it. For them to be military marching down a road, I don't think so.
What if they were alive when they were caught on the road? And what if they've been trapped over there for the last 15, 20 years? Holy
Yes,
shit.
but why would they come back and wage war? That's random.
Maybe they just come back and they're hungry.
They haven't seen action in 15 to 20 years. Maybe
Or maybe they've realized that mortals have a spark that they wish they had. They lost it along the way. These are the things that spiral in Quinn's dreams, by the way.
That doesn't sound right.
Maybe
they
maybe
would
they're
need a
just lost,
reason.
guys.
No.
Maybe they want to go home. Or maybe they're still following old orders. Dirt.
yes.
It, in absence of chain of command, you're supposed to follow your last given orders, correct?
Before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. No.
So there's several reasons they could be. Maybe they just saw a moment of opportunity and walked through.
But why would they be marching?
Hey, boys, all I know is this. They tried to capture me and Waffle. They didn't attack us with weapons, they was trying to drag us down. They wanted us alive. They're smart. They're real smart. And they're organized. And we didn't hear an order being given, so they must talk to each other some other way.
What do you mean, drag you down? I'm confused. Drag you down where?
Aye, we were in the dark. We couldn't see. We probably waited a little bit longer than we should have. I was thinking about coming through the gate, but I wanted to know what it was. Well, we found out. Anyway, they encircled us. They tried to knock us away from the doorway back. They tried to take us down, wrestle us down. They didn't attack us with weapons. They attacked us with overbearing, wrestling kind of stuff. They was trying to take us alive. I think that was the worst part of it. They were just trying to kill us. That at least I could understand.
Now I'm confused. Why would they try and keep Jeffrey and Wafu there?
Most valuable thing I've learned is the most valuable thing is information.
Faded out a little bit. Say it again.
I said the most important thing I've learned is the value of information.
I think maybe they was trying to question us. That's what I thought too. They wanted us for some reason, and it wasn't to eat, because they could have just done that. There was enough of them, they could have just killed us. I think there was at least 100. But the vibrations in the road felt like a legion to me.
Magpie, during your brief tenure, here's what you guys may not know. Magpie did a little time in the guard.
I did.
Believe it or not.
I did.
Yes. And you know what it feels like to have a legion march by. And that's what Wafu doesn't say a goddamn thing. That's what Jeffrey says.
Uh-huh.
It felt like a legion walking by.
Right. Except I was a prison guard.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean you weren't exposed to military operations. Because remember,
with a bow.
How long ago was that? How old are you?
I can't remember. I'll have to pull up my things.
I think it was under Reginald. You're not that old.
It was.
So, yeah. Thankfully, you weren't running one of the fucking Lions prisons.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so there you guys are.
Yeah.
Several clues seem to be coming together. Now comes the big question. How many mirrors are there? Two that you know of. One that was, we'll call it the mirror that was formerly known as Dirt's. And the one just discovered. Buried in an old elven grave.
You don't think Caraptus has one, do you?
I don't know.
That'll be funny. What about the Tower of the Old Wizard?
Igwivil. What if there's one in Morag?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could. Ta-da! They could be anywhere.
Uh-huh. Well,
there wasn't one at the tower. I can tell you that much right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys thoroughly explored the tower. There's really not too. You didn't really miss anything other than one buried stash somewhere, and I can't remember what it was.
No problem.
Which is weird to me.
What's weird to you?
That the Elemental Forge didn't have a mirror in it. So that
Mm-hmm.
means there has to be a mirror near it.
Unless the lion didn't use the road. But he would want it defended, you'd think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, here's the funny thing.
Hmm. Go on.
I really can't tell you guys. When and if somebody decides to start exploring a Slavian city, it'll come to the forefront, and it'll be a laugh. You guys will get a kick out of it,
I'm going to be doing that shortly, probably.
and maybe Jeffrey too, because they have 2 places they can go. You guys ready? You think your guys' lives are bad? Here's Jeffrey and Wafu's choice. They can go to a rural village, which apparently is just overrun with the cult of the old man, which, remember, is the god of decay, aging, and decrepancy. Which sounds like a great place, huh?
I'm
Or
still standing by that I got attacked by a dragon. Can't get much worse.
or a Slavian city that is on fire with smoke that causes people, plants, and the ground to burst out into mushroom growths. To breathe or get exposed to the smoke is to risk a most gruesome death by fungus. So they're kind of, stuck between a rock and a hard place, if you will. And Wafu, the jungle native, is the snow. He's no good in it. All of his skills are kind of useless. He is jungle survival. You guys can
So much
imagine
for
how
my
useful
urban.
that is. Hey, urban survival help. You can find the right place if you need it. That's what you guys use those skills for. If you come into a new town, you're like, I want to find a seedy bar to hire some mercenaries. That's where that skill comes into play.
Oh, okay.
To eliminate some of the trial and error of going door to door and going, excuse me, is this inn sleazy? Oh, nope, I guess since you're all drinking wine, it's not. Excuse me? Is there scum here? Because that could lead to some really awkward situations.
Excuse me.
You go to hire some thugs
Oi.
in a cop that caters to city guard. That could be awkward. So you know what I mean. Where were we? That's about where we are.
Life being crap and mine being attacked by a dragon.
Yeah, your life is pretty much crap too. I'd have to
Yeah.
say, you know who the happiest people are right now? The kid. I just kind of been kicking it, drinking tea and stuff.
I'm not fucking deed, no. Ain't got much left.
Quinn and Dirt are lost out somewhere out there, north central, northwest-ish, somewhere
I'm
And I'm
heading to a
freaking-
ring of fire.
in a cave.
And I'm pretty much picking a fight with anything that moves. Because I need that 20.
Yeah, Quinn has to roll a natural 20 in the next couple of days in combat, or he loses a life level.
Oh, yeah.
That could be bad. Yeah, that sword's the worst thing that ever happened to Quinn.
Well, yeah. To Quinn, to me, the worst thing that's ever happened to me was the curse.
Mm-hmm. That curse has significantly changed your life.
So why'd you pick up a sword anyway? If anything, get a bow. You're a mind witch. Hang back.
Yeah, what
because of
did
the
inspire
PS4.
you? Yeah, what did inspire you to use that sword there, Basco?
I mean, you're a
Well-
mind witch, hang back,
He was at a
So
PSP.
I'm relatively new to D&D, and what I knew was that magic
Let's equip
weapons,
a spellcaster with a sword, yeah.
magic weapons like hurt everything, whereas regular weapons hurts most stuff. So I was like,
And-
"Oh, magic weapon! I'm gonna hurt everything with this," and
Oh.
I did, including myself.
What?
That's a good way of putting
So
it.
I'm new to AA.
I figured I'd bring a drink. I'm new to AA.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
the same fucking analogy. I mean,
kinda
I'm
in
new-
many ways.
God.
I think
So
he has the basic adventure mentality. Ooh, get an item, use it.
and he does have a
Um,
point. When you're up against certain opponents, a magic weapon really, really,
Yeah.
really, really can't be beat. Not just because of the bonuses it gives you, but certain creatures are only hit by like +2 magic weapons or higher.
Mhm.
So the reasoning was there, and now he's stuck with a sword that's going to either suck something else's life or his life.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I was so excited to get that magic sword. I couldn't wait to use it.
Go and chase some rabbits in the forest or something for a bit.
It don't work that way. It doesn't. Nope. He can't go, chopping at worms in the grass.
I hate to say it, but like I feel like in some ways that sword's gonna turn me evil because it'll just get to a point where I just wreck an entire city trying to get a D20.
Until you what? Magpie, you.
And you'll be -4 to hit the whole time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full Jedi Temple Anakin killing the Padawans. Like everybody, like somebody's gotta give
Oh
me a
my
20.
god.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Children are half hit dice. It won't work. You'd have to get a natural 20 on 2 of them, so it doesn't pay.
Oh.
Got to go after at least a farmer.
at least.
And his dog.
No, dogs are half hit die, but they got a plus. Yeah, even
And he's
giant
blind.
rats, certain kinds of giant spiders and stuff, they only have like kind of half level. But yeah, so yes, Basco, absolutely. Does that sword lead to corruption? Sure. Did it do that to its original owner? No.
You can't get rid
Just
of it,
for
can you?
you, just for thieves. Anybody would dare to steal it.
Can we not remove curse on it?
That's part of it. We've already kind of discussed it. It needs to have a combination of spells, and Basco will never willingly submit to them. He would rather murder everybody in the room than let that sword out of his possession.
So, and that being said,
Oh, okay.
if you guys decide to do that, just don't tell me.
Which is really hard when you have a fucking psionic who can read your mind.
Well, you go on a
Just-
murdering rampage then. It's your own fault.
Just be happy.
Here's a thought.
Yeah, he doesn't have the PSPs to scan you guys for very long, otherwise he'll be empty.
Just wait till I'm like, at 0 health, passed out somewhere, and then do what you need to do.
Yeah, now, if just the people had the right spells.
No, you gotta pay me to do it. Being evil ain't that bad. Telling you.
Lol.
Magpie's evil.
Even a good temple is going to charge you.
Yep.
Think about it. Let's think about it. Let's say that you are like, all right, let's get the spells cast. It's Dispel Magic, Remove Curse. Spell Magic's 3rd level, Remove Curse 3rd level. So that right off the top is usually about 10k per level. Because spellcasters are A, extremely rare, and B, we got to add in a couple of little things here. Like, the spell is going to be expensive to start with. If you're loyal to the church, or maybe willing to do a favor for the wizard order, you might be able to get a discount. But here comes the other part. They have to reach you. And that right there is the hardest part for Basco and Dirt. They're in the middle of nowhere. And I'm surprised none of you guys have looked into dog sleds yet.
Into what now?
Dog sleds.
I haven't needed them. I'm on a boat.
Yeah, but when you hit the ground, you might look into dog sleds. There are a lot of them around. And they're one of the best ways to get around the winter. And the spring and the fall.
We kind of got placed randomly in this tower.
Yeah, kinda. The place was in a remote area for obvious reasons.
So it's almost midnight for me now.
Yeah.
Hey, the Corinthian made me go there. I like. He should at least help me get rid of the curse for like, not telling me what was up. You know.
What?
Well, just like it's my birthday. Remove my remove my curse, Corinthian.
That you didn't want it removed.
Yeah, that's not something that he can kind of help you out with in that way. But no, you have to rely on Dumond or others.
Hmm. I wonder if I've got the spell memorized for remove curse. Let me have a look.
And then officially, like I said,
Well, there you go.
you won't willingly submit yourself to it. You'll fight. That's where you'll get your natural 20. Watch. When your buddies come at you and you swing on them, it'll be a 20. Like, watch. That's what's going to happen.
The thing is, I ain't gonna help him unless he pays me.
Well, you can't. You're nowhere even near. Where
I
are you?
know.
How are you going to help? You're on a lake.
I'm
Somewhere.
just saying, future reference.
Lost
Future
on a
reference.
lake.
Yeah, in a bowl, apparently.
Yeah, he's got like 2 days to figure out. He's either got to feed the sword or it's going to feed on him.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna go straight in a bag. Oh no, it's not. Thank goodness. Right. Keep that there for now.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to jump out.
Mhm.
I've got an Age of Sigmar game to go to.
Sweet. Yeah, it's getting towards the evening, so.
Right. We're gonna get a game, Black?
Yeah, I was going to say, not exactly what I expected for Magpie episode 6.
I'd like
But,
to try and do something with it, or not. Or what do you think?
Like I said, it's getting towards the evening for me, and I got to start doing some stuff around here. So we might close it up. But you guys have a pretty good idea of what you probably need to look into next. A word. Possibly a place. So, we can maybe do a couple of hours of dwarves tomorrow if you guys are up for it.
If ammo doesn't show up.
That, once again, that's towards the evening. We were talking kind of like mid to late afternoon.
Okay.
Because you get off, like you said, about 3:30. That's roughly, that's right around the same time I'm going to be available. And then
Right.
usually Wafu and Ammo, they play towards 6-ish, 7-ish my time, so we'd have a 2 or 3 hour window.
What time are we talking for me then?
And official.
It's midnight for me now. What time is it for you?
It's 6-ish for me.
So 6 hour difference.
10?
10 o'clock for me.
Yeah, ish.
Alright, fine.
Maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Have you
Okay.
figured out
Later, dude.
where you're gonna fit me in, or
You could be a
User
dwarf.
disconnected from your channel.
what?
I have some ideas. So give me, like I said, give me another day or two, and I'll have an answer for you. I'll probably run you through something solo for a little bit,
Oh man.
just to get the feel of the game.
I've
And
been
then,
playing solo for the last month, man. It's great.
We'll drop you in.
Oh no.
I don't want to play with you guys anyway.
Oh, fine. You didn't last time.
Yeah.
Because Wafu and Jeffrey could maybe use some more input.
We just need somebody who can take a note on their side.
You just need a war daddy. Everybody needs a war daddy.
So yeah, there you go. I think that's the end of this session. I think I'm going to close up the stream for the moment. Get that out. So, I have to say until next time, as always, this is Permadeath Extraordinaire. Loving y'all.